Hello everybody, I'm Hyrule Gamer and welcome to another The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild video. And this one's a bit different because The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is now out, everybody. So is the Nintendo Switch. It's amazing, and I just can't get over the fact how unreal this game is. It's just so good. It's amazing, Breath of the Wild. Nintendo Switch is amazing as well. And this video is basically just my thoughts and opinions on Breath of the Wild and a little bit about the Nintendo Switch too, but I'm focusing on The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'm just going to go through my sort of main thoughts about the game, things that stand out a lot to me, and I'm also going to give it a score out of 10, and I'm going to talk a little bit about live streaming it and what's going to happen with that. So, the first thing I want to talk about is just how stunning the game is and how beautiful it is. As you can see in the footage there, which I recorded myself, the graphics in the game are just amazing. This was me playing it docked in 1080p, and you can just see how amazing the world looks, how good the game looks. It is so amazing. The scenery is beautiful in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and it's just amazing. I really thought I should point that out. This is me talking about my thoughts about Breath of the Wild now, and opinions and stuff like that, but it's so beautiful, this game. The next thing I want to talk about The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is it is a very big world. The world is just so big. Like, the Great Plateau alone is massive, and once you get off the Great Plateau, there's a lot to explore. You can go wherever you want, but you are sort of directed where to go. I'm not going to go too much into that because that's sort of getting into major spoilers in some ways, I guess you could say, if you've played the game. But I thought I should mention the game is absolutely massive, so if you've heard any of the speculation before the game came out that the world was absolutely massive, it was very much true. This world is massive. There's so much stuff to do. There's just little things scattered across the whole map, and then there's the big things. It's so amazing, this game. It's so big as well, and I've really thought that was worth mentioning to let everybody know that the game is absolutely massive. Now, the next thing is there's not big, but there is a good choice of customization in the game. As you can see on the screen, you can see I've not got a big selection of weapons at the moment, but you can expand your inventory throughout the game. And what I was going to say was customization in the game is amazing so far from what I've played. I know you can dye your clothes in one of the villages. I'm not sure if it's a village or a town, but I believe it's a village, and there's a shop where you can go dye your clothes, which I think is really cool. So you could essentially be Link going about in a pink Highline tunic, I guess, if you find the Highline tunic in the game, or sorry, the hero's tunic I'm talking about, sorry. But I thought that was a very sort of good point to mention. I don't really know how to describe it, but I think it's really cool that you can dye your clothes and have a large variety of weapons. It's just something I thought was really cool. The next thing that I want to point out, which I think is a really interesting thing, is the game is actually pretty difficult, or either that or I just suck at the game, but I think it is a very difficult game. As you can see, Stone Talus is taking quite a few hearts off of me from one hit. That's one of the overworld mini bosses, or overworld bosses, whatever you want to call them, and he takes quite a lot of damage off you, but there's a lot of enemies, especially the blue bokoblins. At the start of the game, I'm sure I got killed at least 3 times by a blue bokoblin while trying to ambush some bokoblins. You really need to prepare for your attacks. I said this in a previous video about how it's a good idea to go at night while they're sleeping and like ambush them, I guess you could say. Hit their explosives or something with an arrow. But the game, in my opinion, is pretty difficult, which I see is a really good thing, because Zelda games previously, I'd say, if you're not playing on hero mode for the games that have that, I'd say that they're not so much easy, but there's more sort of straightforward. The enemies aren't too hard to defeat. There's maybe just a lot of them, but in this game there's a combination of both. There's quite a few enemies in the bokoblin camps, and there is other sort of camps that you'll find later in the game, but I don't want to go too much into that. But they're very difficult to take out, I'll tell you that. Some of them have chests where you need to take them all out to get the chest open. Some of them, they just have chests there that you can just open. You could run up and open it. But the enemies in this game are pretty difficult to fight, I'd say. Now, this one I'm not going to go too in depth into, but basically the storyline from what I've played so far is absolutely amazing. If you don't have the game already for either Switch or Wii U, I would definitely recommend getting it. if you weren't fortunate enough to get the Nintendo Switch or Breath of the Wild, I'm sorry, but it's really, really good. It is a game very, very much worth considering getting, especially if you're a Zelda fan. I'd say if you're a Zelda fan, this is a must for your Zelda collection, or just for playing Zelda in general. But what I was going to say is this one is a great storyline. The storyline so far is amazing. I don't even think I'm that far into the game, but the storyline is absolutely wonderful. As I said, I'm not going to go too in depth with it because I'm only going to have minor spoilers in this video. I don't want to have any major ones, which I guess talking about the storyline too much would have too much sort of spoil information, so I just want to keep it at that. The storyline is amazing. You'd have to play it for yourself to realise how good it is, but I will have future videos out probably where I talk about it, probably theory videos as well, which have stuff about the storyline related in it and stuff like that. One of the last things I have to say about this game is I loved the side quests. If you didn't know already, the game has main quests and side quests and a few other things which I'm not going to talk about, but the side quests in this game are really interesting. You can just gain them from talking to random people, and you can gain side quests. They're so fun. Some of them do take a bit of effort in travelling, some of them are just sort of fun little side quests you can do nearby to the person you got it from, but the side quests in this game are really fun, and if you're going for 100%, it's a good way to sort of do 100%, I guess. I don't really know what I meant by that, but the side quests in this game are really fun in my opinion, and I like that Breath of the Wild has main quests and side quests, and a few other things which I said I'm not going to mention. Now, as for my rating out of 10 for this game, or score out of 10 for this game, I'm going to give The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild a 10 out of 10. A lot of review companies have also went with this, and the game is just so perfect for a Legend of Zelda game, and it is amazing. That is why I'm going to give it 10 out of 10. Now yes, you could say I'm giving that just because I'm a huge Zelda fan, but it is partially that, I guess you could say, but it's also not. But 10 out of 10 I'd say is a reasonable, suitable score for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, because this game is absolutely perfect for a Legend of Zelda game in my opinion. Before I end the video, I did say at the start of the video I was going to talk about the live streaming, so what's happening with that is I don't really have the time to record or live stream Breath of the Wild any time I'm playing it, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be live streaming it from time to time, or not so much from time to time, but more whenever I can really, so I'm still playing it and showing it on YouTube, but at the same time I can just play it like if I'm on the go and I can take it on handheld, because as of yet you can't record it in handheld mode. I believe they may be bringing something out, I heard, along with the screenshot button. I believe it's got something to do with that, but I'm not too sure. But at the moment I'll just be live streaming it when I can. I will post updates on social media. You can follow me on them. The links are in the description below. That's Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. I update the most on probably Instagram, then Twitter, then Facebook, but you can follow me on those if you'd like to keep updated on live streams happening. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like down below, it is very much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more future Breath of the Wild content, Nintendo Switch content, and in general, The Legend of Zelda. And until the next time, I've been Hyrule Gamer.